Welcome back to the show, and now let's continue with the fun. In a nutshell, visual artistry is the field that accommodates artists who have tapped deep into their creative sides to build a unique identity in style and mostly how they do and practice their work. That being said, let's now take a look at this following artist. Enjoy! Having come from a family that had deep art rooting, Mauteri's decision to also pursue art was something that almost came naturally.
I'm an artist by passion, but a graduate architect by career. And this is my work. I do, my work, I believe, cannot be boxed into a specific type of art, but I'd say it's very expressionistic, semi-abstract, and also with a bit of realism in it. I was lucky enough to have two parents that were in that space of art, so both my parents are artists. And so I grew up with that passion and that interest in art. And when I got to high school, I went to a high school that offers art. So I did art as a subject, yeah. And then, so through that, I feel like I sharpened my skills more, yeah. And by going through a school that has art and design as a subject, I went to Sunshine Secondary School, and they offered it as a subject. And I was lucky enough also to have a very good teacher that understood me, and she was also very knowledgeable about art and passionate about art. So that's where my skills naweza sema zilikuwa sharpened, and that's where I got introduced to not only the skill of painting but the whole art world.
After his creative path had been mapped out, the artist sought to satisfy his intellectual need by pursuing architecture, which in many ways also coincides with art.
Architecture is a combination of art and science. Yeah. So in every building that you see, there is the science bit of how will it stand, how will it be structurally sound, how will it respond to the climate and the other conditions. So that's the scientific bit of what material will you use, like let's say the concrete, the stone, the steel. That's the science bit, but also there's the artistic bit of how does the space make me feel. You know, you go somewhere, you go to a restaurant, and immediately you know I'm at a very good restaurant. Like, what is that thing that tells you? You know, you don't even have to have been told. There's just something inside you that feels like, wow, somebody took a lot of care in this. So architecture has the science side and the art side, which is about aesthetics na feeling enye una get when you go through a space.
The artworks are the artist's own interpretation of the rich African culture and heritage, which he presents in the most creative of subjects and styles.
I always try to be Afrocentric, capturing the African, in specific the Kenyan experience through my artwork. So to begin with, it's based on my own experiences as a Kenyan and an African, and based on my imagination. So it's a combination of my experience and imagination. So they have different subjects. Like example, like this one is based on a series of music. So I pick on a subject based on how I'm feeling or my state of mind in that period of time, and then I I produce work along that theme. So like this one, this is music. Yeah, it's my musical theme, and I feel like it's my best series because I I try to capture the expression of the music through the work, and so I believe like every artist, every creator in any space, photography, art, anything, even athletics, there's a certain zone flani mtu endanga like flow state. So that's what I'm trying to capture in this work, and also make the person appreciate and feel the music. I have the musical series, the animal series, and this one I call it my empathetic series. And so this series is mostly about the Kenyan experience and the African experience and my personal experience. So this piece is about hope, and it's from a childhood memory that most Kenyans share, and or most of us share, of walking back from school and you're just there walking with your friends and you're having this conversation and there's always something coming up. Like here he's pointing to the sky, and this piece is mostly about hope. I also like doing animals because I feel like nature is part and parcel of where we're from, yeah, Africa and Kenya, and the animals that we have to us might seem like kawaida, but it's actually something very special. So I also do animals, and like in this one, I'm trying to capture the fierceness and the power of the lion, the presence that the lion has.
As soon as Mauteri gets an idea or is inspired by something, the process of creating soon ensues, and the results are the amazing artworks.
When I get inspiration, the first thing I usually do is go on to my notebook or have a small piece of watercolor paper. So I explore the theme on a smaller scale. Alafu, so hapa ndo nacheza na the expression that I want through. This is watercolor, charcoal pencil, and a drawing pen called outline. So I play with the theme, with the subject, now the expression that I want to bring out through my work. So I explore that here, and then from there, from here, that's when I go to the large piece. And I know there's a big difference between how this appears and that. It's because by the time I get here now, I go with basically what I'm feeling at the time, and I never really know where the painting will end. I just start and I play with the colors, and eventually I stop painting when I feel like When you feel like the painting has told me enough is enough.
Presence of ready platforms, the likes of social media, galleries and exhibitions, has ensured smooth marketing of his works.
I market my work through social media, through the different social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all the rest. And also I sign up for exhibitions uh, like 2 weeks ago I had an exhibition at Village Market, Art in the Open, and that's how I get my work out there. And sometimes I take my work directly to galleries. Like you can find my work at the museum. There's a gallery there at Utamaduni in Karen. Utamaduni is a gallery with a restaurant. I've also taken my pieces there. And also market directly to clients. Yeah, so people come from different parts of the world, both locally and internationally. They even come to my studio and they engage with me and they can sell to them directly.
Mauteri's parting shot is a challenge for all artists to inspire and expedite efforts that will give the masses a deeper understanding of art and more reasons to consume it.
I feel like, to begin with, we kind of need to move away from the mentality of doing art for the sake of earning money. Like, I honestly believe we need to be doing art just for the sake of art, and all art should just be for everybody. But we live in Kenya that's very capitalistic. So I feel like pure art as an industry itself should, as artists, we need to be more organized, like having collectives that actually, engage with the stakeholders in the industries. I believe there are people out there that are really invested in the industries. My Instagram handle is Mauteri Art, and I also have an Instagram handle for my architecture and my architectural works. That is Mauteri Architecture, Mauteri_architecture, and Mauteri_art. You can also find me on TikTok, Nicholas Mauteri. I post my process there and the exhibitions that I've gone to and my experience as an artist. And you can also find me on Pinterest under the same name, and Facebook also. And if you want to know even more about me, you can find me on LinkedIn also. That is Nicholas Mauteri Y254.
I don't know about you, but that is either perfection or near perfection.